What's up, dogs and dogettes? Welcome to the 2016 NFL football season. It is finally here. It's starting on Thursday. It is Monday night. And as always, I got Fitz here. Joined me last year for 3/4 of the season, and he's going to do the whole season this year with me. And we're going to go through our playoff picks, our division winners, and eventually our Super Bowl champions. So how you doing, Fitz? How's it been the summer?
Good. Lots of football to catch up on, but ready to start the year. Gonna do a lot better than last year.
Good. Yeah, well, maybe you'll defeat me this year. I think I barely beat you last year by a few games.
Yeah, it was close.
And yeah, I was busy celebrating this weekend after my Badgers beat LSU in Lambeau on Saturday. That was a pretty crazy game, not gonna lie. I don't know if you watched that one.
No, I didn't catch that.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, the Badgers haven't beaten like any SEC team in pretty much my lifetime, other than like in a bowl game maybe. And yeah, to beat LSU, they wanted to give the game away. They almost did, but they played strong and ended up getting the pick there to seal it with about a minute left. So it was pretty fun to see. So their national championship hopes are still alive.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go NFC first. NFC South, I have the Carolina Panthers winning the division with a 12-4 record. Atlanta, New Orleans, Tampa not making the playoffs. I just think Carolina is going to be strong, obviously, with Cam Newton and that defense. And I don't see Matt Ryan, Drew Brees getting any better, and Jameis is still sophomore year, so we'll see what he does. That's kind of the wild card, as you and I talked about it before. So what do you think for that division?
Yeah, the Panthers shouldn't have any difficulty winning this division. Look for them to get at least 12 wins, which should be way more than enough. I don't think any other team in that division is going to get 10 wins, so they're comfortably going to win. As for the other teams, I think one might squeeze into the wild card, but we'll get back to that later.
Okay, sounds good. So we both got Carolina as division winners. All right, NFC West. I have probably the most well-rounded team in the Arizona Cardinals, going 13-3 and winning that division. I mean, Seattle's going to be tough as always. St. Louis with Jeff Fisher is not going to be tough as always. And San Francisco, who knows what Chip Kelly's going to do there. I think they just don't have the talent on that team. If Carlos Hyde stays healthy, maybe it'll be a little bit better. But they don't have a QB and they don't have much for receivers. So I got Arizona being that bell cow in that NFC West.
Yeah, the Rams and Niners are irrelevant, save for Todd Gurley on the Rams, but they're not going to have a chance to win the division. It's a two-horse race. We got the Cardinals and the Seahawks. Pretty much a toss-up, but I'm going to go with the Cardinals to take it this year. The Seahawks, they always manage to stay in there every year, but it's the playoffs where they do their damage. Regular season, they lose some games that they should win, so I'm going to take the Cardinals.
That's true. They are a team built for January, that's for sure. NFC East. Now, I thought Dallas was going to be higher, then Romo went down. Philly with Doug Peterson as coach, I don't think they're going to be that good. And the new coach there in New York. I think Washington still has this division. I think it's theirs to lose. I have them going 10-6 and winning the division. They might not even get 10 wins, but they can still win the division with either 9 or 10 wins, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you with the Eagles being on the bottom of the division. As for the other three teams, they should all be within 2 wins of each other, probably even 1 at the end of the season. Maybe we'll have a tie for the division, but I have also at 10-6 the New York Giants taking it, mostly out of respect for the Eli to Odell Beckham pair. Eli, he's not Rodgers, but I still always feel he's underrated, and now that he's got Beckham, look for them to take the division this year.
Okay, I mean, he does have 2 Super Bowl titles and 2 Super Bowl MVPs, I think, so tough to rule him out. And then, obviously, NFC North, right here, green and gold. I got him winning division at a 12-4 record. I think Minnesota, even though Bridgewater went down, and that sounded like a gruesome injury. I was listening to Sports Talk Radio when it happened, and he didn't know what was going on, but man, I feel for him. But you know, he only threw 14 touchdowns last year to 9 picks. It was just a hand-it-off team, play defense, don't turn the ball over, and you know, they ended up winning the division over the Packers. So I think they're still going to be a strong team. I don't think Detroit and Chicago are going to do much. I just don't think Detroit has the defense or the O-line or the running back, and Chicago has Cutler. So it's Green Bay for sure.
Yeah, I think Teddy has a chance to be their guy going forward. Really unfortunate about this year. I probably would have picked them for sure to make the playoffs if they had Teddy. But even without him, I think they still have a shot, but not at the division. This division belongs to the Packers this year, and it shouldn't be close.
Yes. Okay, so I got my seeds like this. I got Arizona as the 1 seed, Green Bay as the 2, Carolina 3, Washington 4, and then the wild cards, I have Seattle at the 5, and I do have the Vikings squeaking in with a 9-7 record in the 6th seed. I think, yeah, like with Bridgewater down, they can just plug Bradford in if he doesn't turn the ball over. I think they can make the playoffs. So, how are your seeds lining up?
I have at 1 the Green Bay Packers, 2 the Panthers, 3 the Cardinals, 4 Giants, 5 the Seahawks, and 6 squeezing into the playoffs. My bold prediction for the year: the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All right.
Jameis Winston. I think he was fantastic last year in his rookie season. I have high hopes for him becoming an elite quarterback in his career, and this year should be an improvement from last year, and I think they're going to pull it out.
Excellent. Famous Jameis getting him in. All right, so let's just go down I'll go down the wild card through my championship game, Victor. So wild card weekend, I have Minnesota at Carolina. I have Carolina winning that game. I don't have a score. And then Seattle at Washington. I have Seattle beating Washington. I don't think Washington is that strong of a team, and Seattle always travels well in the playoffs. Divisional round, Carolina at Green Bay, and I think Green Bay will win this game, even with Cam Newton coming up to Lambeau. I just think the home field advantage. I think they got to go somewhere this year. Green Bay. It's been now 6 seasons since the Super Bowl, and they haven't been back since with the best QB on their team. So then I have Seattle at Arizona, and I have Arizona winning that game. Arizona's just too tough. They'll see Seattle twice during the regular season, know how to play them. Arians is good. And then Green Bay at Arizona, and I have Green Bay winning, obviously, this year at Arizona, and they don't need a Hail Mary to tie the game because I think they'll win pretty handily. Because the last time they lost to Arizona in 2009, they came back and won the Super Bowl next year. So I have them going on to the Super Bowl for the NFC.
All right, starting with the wild card, I have the Bucks traveling to Arizona, where I see the Cardinals dispatching them. The Seahawks going to New York to take on the Giants. Should be a fairly easy win for the Seahawks, although if the Giants can make it that far, you never know. They've had playoff magic before. But I've got the Cardinals and the Seahawks moving on from the wild card round. We go to the divisional round. That would give us the Seahawks traveling to Lambeau. That would be interesting.
Yes.
But I've got the Packers taking this one. Lambeau, always a big advantage, especially in the playoffs when it starts to get cold. Our other matchup would be the Cardinals traveling to Carolina. That was a disaster last time.
Yeah.
Or was that in Arizona?
No, it was in Carolina. Carolina was 15-1 last year.
Carolina. Yeah, that was a disaster of a game. This time I've got the Cardinals winning, which would bring us to the Cardinals traveling to Lambeau. Now, I do have the Cardinals winning that game, although I did not consider that that's going to be a cold game in all likelihood. And the Cards are a dome team. So, probably not as favorable as I thought looking at their records that I predict, but I'm going to stick with it anyways. The Cards should be a great team this year. Packers will be formidable. That would be a very fun NFC championship to watch.
Yes. All right, so we both got Green Bay and Arizona in the championship game, and each team winning in our own selective picks. Very cool. All right, so let's go to the AFC now. We'll start over with the AFC South. I have Houston winning this division. I mean, they won the division last year with just the worst QBs you could possibly have on a team. Obviously, Luck was still hurt, but I think Luck is going to be out of luck, pun intended, because they don't have anything for offensive line there. Frank Gore is 36 years old, it seems. Jacksonville is probably a year away. Tennessee probably a year away as well with Marcus Mariota. They got a lot of talent there, though. But I have Houston winning this division this year.
Yeah, this division looks to be the dumpster fire of the year, even though they pretty much have been all recent years, with the exception of Indy having some good years. But I agree with you. I just can't get behind Indy this year. Luck, it's too much to ask of Luck by himself. The rest of the team's just not there. As for the Texans, for Osweiler, I have to see it before I can believe it. For me, they're still the same team as last year. This year, I see the Jags making an improvement, the rest of the team taking a bit of a step back. Jaguars win the division with a record of 9-7.
All right, very nice. America's team, the
Yeah,
Jaguars.
London's team.
Yeah, London's team. That's right. Yeah, I should get that straight. All right, let's bounce over to the AFC West. The defending Super Bowl champions in there. I have them not making the playoffs, and I have Kansas City winning this division. I think that defense is very stout. They could plug anybody in the backfield, basically. But if Charles stays healthy, it's going to be very tough for anybody to contend. Oakland will give it a shot. They got a great offense, Derek Carr back there, and a really good defense. Khalil Mack is just going to be an absolute beast, here in his third year. And then San Diego will be looking up at them all because they just really don't have much to give for Phillip Rivers as far as O-line and D-line. So I got Kansas City winning the division here at 11-5.
Yeah, I'm actually right with you on this division. I also have the Broncos missing the playoffs this year and the Chiefs taking the division. It's a tough division, no doubt, but the Broncos with their quarterback situation, I know the defense is phenomenal. I'm not sure that's going to be enough this year. The Chiefs are still an amazing team. There's no reason to think that they'll take a step back, so I got to give it to the Chiefs this year.
Okay, excellent. We both got the Chiefs. All right, the AFC East, even though Tom Brady is missing the first 4 games because of some stupid rule about footballs. I don't know. I didn't hear much about it over the last 2 years. I still think Garoppolo is going to plug in. He'd probably get 2-2, and then Brady's going to come in, and they're just going to sweep. Basically, win almost every game. I have them losing 1 game. I have them going 13-3, even with Brady missing the first 4 games. And the Jets, falling a distant second at 9-7, and Buffalo and Miami kind of looking up from the bottom, but Miami being the worst team there. New England, for sure, I think will win this division.
Yep, I got them 13-3 as well. A little bit of a disagreement in the middle. I also have the Dolphins at the bottom. I don't think anybody's going to argue with that. But I think the Bills have a chance at being better than the Jets this year. I know a lot of people are high on the Jets. They have a very complete team. But they just have such a tough schedule. I looked through it, and it's really hard to find games where they're favored by a large margin. Most of them are toss-ups, and so I just like the Bills' schedule better, and I think they're relatively the same level of play, so they'll be middling teams, but the Patriots will take that division easily.
Okay, sounds good. Both 13-3 for New England. And then our last division, wrapping it up in the AFC North, the black and blue division. I think we'll return to the black and blue division again this year, especially if Flacco stays healthy. But I still have Cincinnati being probably the most complete team. And even if Andy Dalton or A.J. McCarron is back behind there, I think they can win games. They should have won that playoff game. I am still so mad at Porter, that linebackers coach for the Steelers, run onto the field and jawing at Pac-Man Jones and getting another flag. And but that doesn't excuse Vontaze Burfict going headhunting on Antonio Brown there. That was just so dumb. They gave the game away. Anyways, they won't give the division away. They are going to win it as 11-5 record with Pittsburgh and Baltimore close behind, and Cleveland doing what Cleveland does, not rocking and being at the bottom.
Yeah, I got the Bengals taking it too. For some reason, still an unpopular pick. It doesn't seem to matter how many years the Bengals are good for. Every year it's the same story. Oh, the Steelers will win. The Steelers will win. And sometimes they do, but, they're both going to make the playoffs anyways, right? It's been happening every year for so long. So, it'll be close. Week 2, they play each other. That is going to be game of the week, no doubt, after that playoff game.
Yes.
Blood's still going to be boiling in that one. But yeah, I've got the Bengals taking this division.
All right, excellent. So I'm going to run down my AFC seeds then. I got New England as the number 1, Houston as a 2 via tiebreaker, Cincinnati 3, Kansas City 4, and then Pittsburgh and Oakland being the 5 and 6 in that order for the AFC seeds. How about you?
I have Cincinnati at 1. Perhaps a bit of homerism, but looking at their schedule, I had them somehow at 14-2.
Wow. Wow. All right. I like that.
I don't know. I guess I liked their matchups. At 2, I have the Patriots 13-3. At 3, I have the Chiefs also at 13-3. 4, we have the Jaguars winning the division at 9-7. So fortunately, they're in that division. 5, the Steelers at 12-4, and then at 6, just squeezing in, I have the Raiders at 9-7.
All right, excellent. So let's go through the wild card through the championship games. I have Oakland visiting Cincinnati, and I have Cincinnati finally winning their first playoff game under Marv Lewis. And boy, there's going to be a celebration in Cincinnati for sure when that happens.
Oh yeah.
Then I got Pittsburgh visiting KC, and I actually have Pittsburgh beating KC. I just think their offense is going to overpower the KC defense, and I think they're going to control the game. They're going to control the ball, and KC, like they did against New England, won't do anything and mismanage the clock like they did last year. God, that was a terrible, terrible end of that game.
Oh, yeah.
Then I got Cincinnati at Houston, the number 2 seed. I have Cincinnati winning that game, so 2 in a row for my Bengals as well. Then Pittsburgh at New England. New England always wins the divisional rounds at home, it seems. And then I got Cincinnati visiting New England, the championship game. But New England's going to prevail because of that home field advantage. So I got New England winning the AFC.
All right, I have the Raiders traveling to Kansas City. Now, even though Kansas City is going to be favored, that is a divisional playoff game, always intense. The teams will know each other very well. That being said, I've still got the Chiefs. They're just so much better. Then I have the Steelers traveling to Jacksonville. In spite of the Steelers supposedly being the lower seed in this game, nobody's going to pick Jacksonville to win that game if it happens. Playoff experience does matter. Roethlisberger's not losing to the Jaguars, so Steelers coming out on top of that one. Divisional round, that would be the Steelers traveling to Cincinnati. Oh boy.
Ooh.
That game happens.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got the Bengals taking this one. That game could be legendary. I really want that game to happen.
Yeah, I do too now, thinking about it.
Yeah, so Bengals Steelers, got the Bengals coming out on top, hopefully. Then the Chiefs traveling to New England, where I've got Tom Brady shutting the door on Alex Smith, sending them packing, as he always does in the divisional round at home.
Yep.
Going to the conference finals, I have the Patriots at the Bengals. And love the Bengals as much as I do. I just can't deny Tom Brady his chance to stick it to Goodell in the Super Bowl. What a story that would be. Love the Patriots or hate them. That would just be too funny. I've got the Patriots going to the Super Bowl.
Okay. All right, so then let's go over our Super Bowl games, and let's predict the game. We'll predict the game here. So I got Green Bay for the NFC, obviously, New England for the AFC. And I think it's going to be a close game. I think Rodgers is going to have a good game. He's going to have 2 touchdowns, a pick. Lacey will have a touchdown. Crosby's going to get a couple field goals, and they're going to lead 27-17 entering the fourth quarter. New England's going to mount a comeback. Tom Brady, dink and dunk it, hit Gronk for a touchdown. Late fourth quarter, they're going to stop the Packers, get the ball back with less than 2 minutes, and everybody's like, well, here it is. Brady's going to march down the field. But that defensive backfield of Green Bay will pick Brady off, and they'll kneel it out. Green Bay, Super Bowl champs, 27-24. You heard it here first.
That's not fair. How'd you get the script? I didn't get the script. I've got
Goodell sent it to me.
He would too. I've got the Cardinals taking on the Patriots. This is in Houston this year, right? The Super Bowl?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's in Houston. So the Cardinals and the Patriots traveling to Houston for the Super Bowl. That is indeed where it is. And this will be a good one. The Cardinals, everybody's been liking them the past couple of years, predicting them to be Super Bowl contenders. It's hard to pick them after seeing them get demolished so embarrassingly last year. So to have them go to the Super Bowl and then to pick them to win it is kind of bold, especially against Tom Brady, who you know how bad he's going to want to win it this year, probably more than any other year. To take that Lombardi trophy from Goodell's hands, that would be the perfect conclusion to the debacle that is Inflategate. So I've got to go with that. Patriots or the Cardinals for a Super Bowl.
All right, you got a score?
High scoring game, I imagine. Let's say 41-36.
Wow. All right.
Shootout.
Well, I can't wait to see that shootout. Yeah, that'd be epic. That would be epic. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video of our division winners and picks, and I'll put pictures behind here with all the division records and the wild card and all that stuff in the seeds. So be sure to leave your picks in the bottom in the comments below, and be sure to like the video if you did, and also comment for more. Not comment. I want you to subscribe for more NFL picks from Harkdawg 25 and Fitz here, and we will see you after the Super Bowl as we talk trash to see if New England won or if Green Bay won. Anything else, Fitz?
Yeah, Green Bay or New England. We'll see what happens. I think they're strong candidates to make it there, that's for sure. But there's so many good teams this year. We'll see what happens. Could be the Panthers. Could be the Cardinals. Could be the Bengals. Steelers. It's going to be a good year.
Yeah, and that's the definition of the NFL, the parity. It's going to be fun. Take care, everybody.